I'm finally getting around to doing a video on the Viseart Grande Pro Volume 2, which came out a couple weeks ago. I originally ordered it off of Muse Beauty Pro, and then they actually sent me one. So a big thank you to Alphonse and Anastasia for sending that over. If you guys have followed me for any length of time, I kind of feel like a broken record, but Viseart makes some of my absolute favorite eyeshadows. Their mattes in particular are on my top 5 all-time favorite matte eyeshadows. This palette here is going to be all shimmer metallic glitters, and I think it's the perfect pairing palette with the Grande Pro Volume 1, which is an all matte palette. There's actually a really good sale on Muse Beauty Pro going on right now. I believe it's through the 29th, where you can get both of these eyeshadow palettes. I think there's 4 Esom brushes, which I really love the Esom brush line as well. And then I think you get the mixing medium as well for, I think it's $2.95, which I think is a really good deal. I know that Viseart eyeshadow palettes, especially these larger ones, as a whole, are quite expensive, but for the amount of product that you're getting, and for sure for the quality that you're getting, I feel like they're absolutely worth the money. The Grande Pro Volume 1 recently has come out without kind of this fancy sleeve, and it's down to $150. The Grande Pro Volume 2 is currently still at $175. The one that I have did come with the pretty sleeve on it, and then the palette itself is housed much like the Grande Pro Volume 1, where it flips open. And then you can kind of turn it into an easel by propping it up. And then there is a little plastic sleeve on there. And then there are 30 eyeshadows inside. Each shade is about 0.07 ounces per shade, which is a good amount of product that you're getting per eyeshadow. 60 grams, 2 grams per shadow. Stephanie Nicole did a really good video with Anastasia and Alphonse at Muse Beauty Pro, and I'm going to go ahead and link that down below because they really get into the fine detail of how they came about making this eyeshadow palette. I'm going to kind of give you my take on it. I love the style of packaging that they put these larger palettes in. They make them really easy for travel, and then all of these shades in here are removable. There's a little lip next to each eyeshadow that you can prop them out of. You can actually remove all the shadows in the Grande Pro Volume 1 and 2 and use this eyeshadow palette to kind of create your own. They like to keep the mattes separate from the shimmers because a lot of makeup artists use these in film, and just a little fleck of mica or glitter or anything really reflects on camera from my understanding. So that's kind of the way they do solely mattes and then solely shimmers in these style of palettes. Their Theory palettes and their Petite Pro palettes are the ones that do have shimmers mixed in with matte eyeshadows. Those are also removable. I love it when companies make their shadows removable, especially with all of the magnetic palette options that we have nowadays. It really allows somebody to create a custom palette for whether it's their everyday use or for travel or what have you. I feel like this is a perfect pairing palette with the Grande Pro Volume 1, which is all matte. That is the palette that I use in conjunction with this palette for today's eye look, and I absolutely love how it turned out. Typically, when I've been using this palette, I have been using the Grande Pro Volume 1 or my Viseart matte eyeshadow palettes in conjunction with this one, and I've just come up with some really pretty looks. Now, there are 2 rows of eyeshadows in this palette that have got very large micro glitters in them. It's this row on the far side and then the second row in. The shades themselves are very pretty, but they're intended to be used with a mixing medium. They did send over the Esom Pro mixing medium with this eyeshadow palette, which definitely intensifies the shadows, and it also adheres to those larger glitter particles. That has got some alcohol in it, so it's not something that I want to continually use on my eyes. I typically like to use just a tacky primer to get those to stick. Now, with those glitter particles in there, if you don't use some type of mixing medium, they will kind of end up all over your face. When I have used those, they've ended up higher and kind of on my cheek and stuff like that, regardless of using a tackier eye primer. And if I could change just one thing about this palette, it would be either removing those larger glitter chunks or resorting to a finer milled glitter, which there are glitters in shadows nowadays that are so fine that you can use them over a primer and not have to worry about them getting all over the face. I kind of wish that they would have, used a finer glitter in these shades or just eliminated them altogether, because otherwise you kind of have to rely on using another product to get those larger particles to adhere well. Other than that, I absolutely love this palette. I think some of the shades in here are super unique. You've got some beautiful duochromes. This yellow right here, it's got like a green shift to it. Some of the shades, I will say, they don't swatch as pretty as they go on the lid, which I've said that before with Viseart eyeshadows in general. I always feel like they apply on the eye much prettier than they kind of swatch. Some of these do still really swatch beautiful. And they kind of coordinated this palette in rows by kind of color theory this way. and then by finish going downwards from my understanding. Again, these are the 2 rows that have those larger micro glitters in them. These ones are kind of duochrome shades. You can also use them on the face and they're really pretty highlighters. They all have kind of a different shifty undertone to them. These 2 shades in particular are absolutely stunning. I can't fault a shade in those columns right there. These ones right here have got a really pretty duochrome shift to them. Some of them are a little bit flaky when you swatch them, so over that tacky base is when they kind of really shine. I had used a bit of this shade right here on the center of the lid in conjunction with, I think it was this shade down here, and that's that really pretty shine, and then you got a little bit of this pretty metallic shade peeking through right there. I do have pretty hooded lids where, like, if I really relax my brows, they actually almost touch my lashes. Those shades with the larger micro glitters, even if you like tap your brush off to get the glitter off, these shades themselves are really stunning. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom up close and give you guys some swatches. So here is your palette, and then it flips open like so, and then there's your mirror, and then you've got your protective covering right there. And then here are your 30 eyeshadows. Now the 2, I guess I said rows, but I meant columns. Now there's 2 columns that have that micro glitter in them. It's going to be this second column right here, and then this last column right here on the side. But let's go ahead and give you guys some swatches. I think that's going to be the best way to tell whether or not you guys are going to like this. So those are the first 3. And the next 3. You can definitely feel a bit of grit in those shades with the glitter in it. So that is the top row. And the second row. These guys. This middle row. These guys. And then on to the blues. Ooh, that one is really kind of crumbly, that one. And then these guys. The shade here, which is one of my favorites in the palette, it's very loosely packed. It's kind of a bit more of a chunky shade, but I just think the shade itself is so unique. And then this last row, which is the purples. This color is so beautiful as well. And then these last 3. So I really do love this eyeshadow palette. It is a palette that I would have purchased and was purchasing regardless of if it was sent to me or not. It's something that I would have definitely picked up. Now, if you're interested in seeing how some of those eyeshadows went on for me and the look that's on my eyes right now, you can hang tight and we'll get into it right now. I'm going to prime my lids from the lash line to up underneath the brow with the Lily Lolo eyeshadow primer duo. I'm going to actually go in with the more pink side, and I'm just using a Hakuhodo and Sephora brush for that. Just patting it on, and I'm going to put just a little bit more than normal on the lid, so it's got a little bit more tackiness to it there. Then using a flat shader, this is an older Goss 18, I'm going to go into this shade down in the corner there. And I'm going to put that in the first third of the lid, going just above the crease. Then I'm going to flip that same brush around and go into this shade right here. It's the bottom row, the 5th row down, 5th one over. I'm going to put that in the center. Bring it up to match up with that other color. That color is just so pretty. Just blend them together. Again, same brush, then I'm going to go into this 3rd one over, in the 3rd row over, and put it out here. Now I'm going to go into the Grand Pro Volume 1, and I'm going to dip into this shade right here using a Chikuhodo Just a 9 brush. I'm going to put that guy through the crease. Bring it up. Oh, got out of the frame there, sorry. Then using this Hakuhodo J146 brush, I'm going to go into kind of this mustardy color. And I'm going to start blending that out. I was going to use the bright pink, and then I was like, oh, I'll use this color. Then I'm going to run this Chikuhodo brush through here again. I'm not going to pick up any more product though. Then I'm going to take an Esom G29 brush, and I'm going to dip back and forth between these two shades right here for underneath the brow. Then using a Hakuhodo BJ142 brush, I'm going to go into this shade right there and put it through here. And then sometimes my primer kind of shows through as a little bit shiny, so I take just a translucent matte setting powder. And I'll take that Esom brush and I'll just tap over it like this to kind of really matte it down. Right through here. So there's the shadow done. I really like how it turned out. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up my eye makeup, and I'll be right back to put on some lips for you guys. For lips, I've got Charlotte Tilbury's Lip Cheat, and this is in the shade Iconic Nude. I'm just going to go ahead and line my lips with this guy. And then to fill them in, I've got ColourPop's lipstick, and this is in the shade Butter, and it's a cream finish. Go right over that lip liner. And there is the overall finished look using the new Grand Pro Volume 2. I guess you could say I used the Grand Pro Volume 1 as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.